Okay, so tonight I'm going to play with a Lezyne CO2 blaster. My wife won this past fall from Mountain Bike Radio during Thanksgiving. It's a kind of slick little CO2 inflator with the bacon strips so you can plug your holes in your tires. Haven't tried it yet, haven't had to use it yet, but one of my buddies recommended trying it out before you need it, so that way when you do need it, you know what you're doing. So if you're now's as good as time as any to go ahead and give it a shot. Tonight's video is brought to you by the Bora Epic. And Naka Brewing Company has these giant 32-ounce cans. A little redunculous, but hey. Alright, so let's put a hole in our tire and see how it goes. Oh gosh, someone put a perfectly good drill in the trail. What a dick. See how this thing works. So in your kit you get 2 CO2s, this little inflator thing. They're nice enough to, if you can see, put directions on it. So first, remote the hole. Maybe I should have used a bigger drill bit. Kind of like roughing it up with your old patches. Rough up the spot first. Okay. And then according to our handy dandy directions, supposed to attach my CO2, and I'm going to use an old one here that I have. That's one of the downsides for this, I'd say, is it only takes a threaded CO2 cartridge. Yep. Got our bacon strip. Have to feed it on through that little eye, thread in a needle. Okay, find our hole, get that guy in there. Oh man. My dad would say it's like trying to put a condom on before your dick is hard. Alright, so I got it in there. And the directions now say to start inflating. Whoa! She inflated. It's holding so far. It's taking pretty much this whole CO2 to get it to a spot where, oh yeah, that's plenty good to ride down the rest of our trail on. Need a little extra for good measure. And you should also have a regular pump width too in your pack. And this is a tricky spot. The directions say to unthread this guy now, push him down to help keep your plug in when you pull it out. Make sure this is closed so you don't give yourself a CO2 burn. Alright, take that off, and there you got a big old booger wad sealing up your tire. And, uh-oh, you're starting to go. We're going to give it a quick spin, see if our sealant. Nope. Lost our plug. Well, nope, it's still there. Started popping out. Alright, so take two. My producer slash wife slash video editor extraordinaire looked at it and said, oh, your bacon strip's just hanging out on the top. Didn't actually get it to stay in. So I'm going to give it another shot here. Really get that sucker in there good and deep. So I'm careful though not to poke out my rim. And undo our thing. A little bit of CO2 left in there, not much. I'll let what's left in there work its way out. Get the tear a little bit. Still going. Alright, that's pretty much it. Unthread this guy. Make sure that is nice down and in there. Okay. Pull our guy off. Make sure that's loose. Okay. That time. Looks like it worked. And, yeah, not too shabby. You just got to make sure you get your thing in good and deep. There's a joke in there somewhere. Just can't think of one. Alright, it's been a couple minutes. It's holding air pretty good. We ended up topping it off with our floor pump, which my wife also won from Mountain Bike Radio during Ben's Giving. So yeah, give Mountain Bike Radio a check out when you get a chance. These Lezyne CO2 blasters, it retails for about $55. You get 2 CO2s, the little carrying case thing with some bacon strips. There's 5 bacon strips in there, and the nozzle head thing. This is my manual suit. I got my bike in a manual machine. I've been playing with that the last couple winters off and on. I kind of suck at it still. Okay, one of the downsides to this that I can think of is one or two downsides. You can only do threaded cartridges, and those things get kind of expensive. And number two is, looks like you can only inflate through this little insertion doohickey here. So you can only inflate your tubes or tires with this in the hole. Ayo. So if you want to adjust your tire pressure later on, say you think you don't have enough, you're going to need a regular old hand pump, or you're going to need a different CO2 inflator. So that's the only downside that I can think of is, yeah, later down the road, down the trail, you want more air pressure, you're going to need a different device to do that. Anyways, have a good one.